but every hallelujah burned right through. He's the blessing and the curse, the healing and the hurt, the prayer I keep repeating though it never seems to work. He's the fire and the flood, my salvation, my sin. Every time I let him go, I just let him back in. We danced in the dark where the angels don't sing. Wine-stained lips whisper gospel things. Say love's a promise carved in bone, but the graveyard knows what hearts disown. He swore he'd stay, but he never does. Left me baptized in one love. He's the blessing and the curse, the healing and the hurt, the prayer I keep repeating though it never seems to work. He's the fire and the flood, my salvation, my sin. Every time I let him go, I just let him back in. I've laid my faith on the altar of his lies, and every time I leave, a little part of me dies. Still I crave that touch like it's holy wine. Guess redemption's got a crooked line. He's the blessing and the curse, the ache I can't reverse. He's the blessing and the curse, the storm that keeps on breaking. He's the blessing and the curse, no matter how I learn. He's the blessing and the curse. He's the blessing, the creation, my Savior, every time I let him go, I just let him back in.
Hello. I'm just doing some building. I'm trying to build my castle. A private server that I've made. So I don't have to worry about thing going off, and I'm just give myself like unlimited building stuff. So I can do some castle building. I might I can build a don't do more songs. How do I have to kill Feeblers to get more songs? I don't know. Yeah, I may have to kill more Feeblers to get more songs. I don't quite know, but anyway. The annoying thing is here, because like this is an edge, there's like no wall there, so I can put a fence in. Because this has a area you can drop down to, it's now got this barrier that I can't change or do anything with, which is annoying. I want this fence to be like over here, but it won't let me. Do that. Won't let me. Block by railings. I don't know of any way to get rid of the railings. I also can't like have these railings over here, because if I delete that, it's just an empty space. So, I mean, kind of stupid. Forcing you to have this. I'm just kind of laying out the floor plan mostly at the minute. Deciding how big the castle is actually going to be, and you know, the layout of it. Got a couple of levels here as well. Got this upper level here. I've also got the lower level here, so kind of laying things out, seeing how I can do things. Don't really have an idea at the minute either, like how I want to do this. So I'm just kind of trying things out. Hey Malcolm. Yeah, I'm just trying to make like a bit of a floor plan, I guess, in how I can arrange things. What I would like to do at some point is I've made a couple of castles before on other servers. So it would be nice to like go and recreate those castles on those plots. Obviously this is like an empty server that I've created, so it's just me on here. Which I would at some point like to kind of have it be a proper server. Like at the minute when I log out, everything stops. So like if I invited others to play here, once I log out, they would be kicked out. But obviously you can start your own like live server, I guess. But yeah, it'd be nice to do that at some point, so I could like invite people and build their own castles and stuff here. Have you played this before, Malcolm? V-Rising?
This will not work.
Will work out.
I cannot build here. I do need to at some point go and kill. There's one boss I haven't killed because it was like from a patch, like newer content came out after I finished the game. He's up here. Can I? She's Megara, she's the only one I haven't killed yet because I tried it, but I think the server was like an American server, so the ping was like really terrible for me. So the whole like playthrough, I was getting hit by things that I shouldn't have got hit by. It just made fighting her very difficult. I want a terracotta. So this is gonna be kind of garden area. I don't know how big to make in it. I kind of like. I want kind of like a balcony here where you look out over. Maybe. Maybe I'll stop this here and maybe I'll take the rest of the castle. Oh yeah, I also don't have to worry about this. I've thrown that off, so I'm basically invincible. Actually, I've only created this server for like castle building, to be honest. Not really worried about, you know, like I say, I've killed all the bosses except the one. At some point I will go and try her out.
Have that. Then I kind of I can't put a double. I was going to try and put a double stairs in, but I don't think I. But by environment, yeah. That. Okay, let me try. I don't think I can. Yeah, because it's got a ramp there. I guess I could. But I could pull it. That's my environment, so I can't do it there. Even I'd have to bring it to here. Then it doesn't leave much. Okay. Well, I guess I have to. I kind of don't want it to be crowded, so let me take away. I mean, these stairs aren't staying, that's just, I could like build a bit of an upper level. Then I can delete. That's that down. Have this be an open area. The one thing with the castle building is like, I don't like it to be cramped. I like things to look like on a grand scale, you know, where you can look over a balcony and see the floor below. Like if you want to be really efficient, you can pack things in and have things really tight and stuff like that. But when I'm building castles, I like to have a mix of being really efficient, but also just having a really cool like look and design to it. So this will be part of the upper level. Over here. I'm also a sucker for symmetry. I do like the excuse me, on the level that I'm. Down. I'm coming out here. You'll see the most of there. Then on the upper level,
maybe have this then. There will be more down these. Build the floor out a bit more. I've actually done a couple of videos that I made for. Did I do it on video? Oh, I think I did a recording of the last one, the last cast I made. But before that, I think it was a private stream I made of the previous castle. Or it like got destroyed. That's one of the things as well with going onto other people's servers or even the official servers is every so often they'll get wiped, so you basically lose everything. And also, if you don't know about the game, you've got a castle heart, which is the first thing you have to put down. You have to keep feeding the castle heart blood. You can see there I'm quite full at the minute with it. So this castle will last 166 days at the minute. I don't feed it any more blood. But yeah, once that runs out, like if you're on a non-PvP server, once that blood runs out, people can then break down your walls and get into your castle. You've got no blood and your things run out. But like on a PvP server, depending on what the rules are, you can break other people's castles. Sometimes on a timed thing, like once a week, this many hours. Like that, but that's annoying as shit because you could come back and find you've got no castle left. Because someone's just come along and destroyed everything and start from square one. So I'm not really a fan of the PvP thing on this. But yeah, but like even with keeping the blood in it, like official servers, they often like reset every so long. Like you can get 3-month ones, monthly reset, 6-month reset. So eventually you kind of lose everything. Well, I've previously made videos of the other castles that I've built. Like I say, if you don't log in for a while, the blood runs out and your castle will get destroyed anyway. So like it's gonna disappear, so let me make a record of it so I can at least have oh, is it just the probably this. Also, this is not how I'm going to keep the floor. I'll probably change it to different styles of floor at some point as well. It's just to make a floor plan and just see what I can do here. This can be gotten rid of now. Got to get rid of the. Okay. Kind of, I guess I should build walls around this because obviously I don't want natural rocks inside my castle. Hey, Rin. Yes, I'm gonna build. Gotta go back there. Should I just? level this up. Building is going okay. I've not long started. Trying to figure out some kind of like floor plan of how I want to lay things out. This is the, yeah, I laid that upstairs, didn't I? Yeah, this is the one I told you about where I got that plot, you know, the big, one of the new plots from the patch. Yeah, I placed there. And I've got like unlimited building stuff, you know, no building material, like building doesn't cost any materials. I can just like build whatever. But I've already run into annoyances I wanted to have. Tried it at this side. I was like, I want this to be like open. I just wanted the pillars, you know, and then just to be open. But then like you've got the railing stuff. It didn't quite work this side, so I'm like, okay, let me try the other side. It doesn't work that side either. Here you've got your blank thing, open space, but because this has got like a lower level, it puts the railings there. I can't get rid of the railings. Have like, I want the garden fence all the way around here. Because this has got railings, like you're stuck with this, you can't do anything about it, you can't get rid of it. It's got to be mismatched because you can't have these garden railings here, you can't have these normal railings here. You know? What are you doing, game? So unless I cut the balcony short, make it like, make this walls, it's just got to be mismatched. It's the only way you can do it. Which is really fucking. Yeah, so I'm trying to see what kind of layout I want. Yeah. I was just saying that, you know, how I like the quite open open plan, I guess, type things where you can be like on an upstairs level and just still see the lower level, you know? It just feels quite open. Can't actually try and build back of it. Join those up. Right there, they joined up. I can try deleting these and see whether I want this. Actually, I don't like. I'm gonna have to put walls here. I can walls here, aren't I? Is then blocking off the fact I want it to be open. Ran into that issue with the stairs in your Silverlight Castle, yeah. I mean, the other thing is I've got a ramp here. I can only put stairs, like a single stairs here. But also, because it's got the ramp and the upper level, to not see these things, I've got to like build walls around it, so I can't have it very open. Unless, can I get rid of this one? Maybe just put over that, but not that tree down, yes. Problem is, these will grow back because you can't build on it. Where's my... So that tree, even though I've cut it down, I can't build on that square, so that's just going to keep coming back, growing through the floor. Same with this one. Had that problem too, yeah. Yeah, it's I really like the the castle building stuff in this, but there are some like really silly restrictions. Pillar down, which what another Revising 2 will address them hopefully. Yeah, I mean, one of those things, I don't know if did we. Oh, it was V Rising where they're like working on a newer game, aren't they? That announcement was the other day. They're not going to release any more like major patches for this game, but they are going to like do like work on a new game based on this world. So yeah, hopefully. Guess I can get rid of. At the minute, I've just kind of blocked this off, so. Oh yeah. Guess maybe I can use a. That's my environment. Yeah, I don't know what it would actually be called, but V Rising 2 will work for now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I assume it's going to be like V Rising 2 with better, improvements that they can't make in this game, They did say it was like they had things they wanted to do, but the way the game is built, you can't really. There's some things you can't change. I suppose it's like 14 where you've got the old spaghetti code type thing. It's like, well, some things you can change, some things you can't. Actually, I don't. Actually, don't need you to be here. Save myself. I do because I need to. All that goes wrong here. Yeah, but it also occurs to me that like V-Rising 2, like how they would have to make it different in some way, because otherwise it would just be like a rehash of the same game, How do you make it? They're gonna have to make it different enough that it's worth, paying for a new game. I'm not sure how similar it will be this one, where the changes would be. Do wonder what they'll do with it. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be a while yet. We're only in the early stages of like figuring that out, but can I go far? That opening. Can I? I can't. Can I? No, I can't put a floor there even. I mean, the only other thing I could do really. I did look at it, but I didn't like. Like it, but see now that I've got more. I got more. Blocked by castle. Hello. That? Now let's see if I can't block off that. I've got to come straight. I don't like how little space I have left between the end of the stairs and then like basically the front door. Unless maybe I I put it back like that. This is the edge of my area. Can put there. Yeah, but not. Ramps are so annoying, yeah. Yeah, it's cool that you can build onto them, but at the same time, it's very restrictive. The multi-level plots could be so much cooler if the ramps weren't such a pain to deal with, yeah. But also this, how you can't like... Oh, there's a rat there. How I can't build on this square here because you've got this rock here, like... You know what I mean? It's like, let me put a flooring down so I can like actually block things off in a proper way, or at least have it like, you know, I don't know, have it look neater, like able to do something that makes it look, you know, better. Like I say, you're kind of stuck with this like outdoor area inside your castle unless you kind of just block it off the way around, you know. Like I feel like maybe putting stairs in here to make sure nothing would grow in those spots. Yeah, exactly. You've got trees growing in spots where you can't build anything to stop the trees growing. Even if they made it so that if you put stairs on a ramp and that ramp is like inside a castle, these like sides disappear completely. Like I get it when it's here, it's like outside the castle you want the stairs and then these can still be here, but when it's surrounded by castle, I know this isn't at the minute, but No, it won't do it even if I did. It's like inside a castle. These rocks disappear as well. But it's just like this here. Just the stairs. Because they're inside, not outside. Yeah, let me see how this works. Can't even... Oh yeah, I can. Okay, I can build a wall there. But I can't build a fucking floor there, can I? Yeah, I can't even build a floor, so I've got to build a wall around this whole fucking... And I can't... Okay. So the only way you can do it is to completely fucking wall this off. I can't build a wall there, so I've got to put a floor. Guess I can... And I can build a... There. But again, it's still like... I don't want this wall here. I want it to be open, like this side here. But the only other thing is, I mean, I could build a wall this side to make it cool. Maybe it won't look so bad then. Suppose I could like do something like make these windows and just have like I guess these would be the best because they actually light. Maybe I'll just these in here so make it not look as blocked off and maybe have a window here and do the same. I'd say these stairs aren't staying here, that's just for making an upper level. Maybe something like this could be okay. That's the main reason I kind of abandoned decorating your Silverlight Castle. So disappointed by the ramps, yeah. Yeah, I guess, I mean... I think maybe I can just have... that and like a balcony there. Don't know how much I want. You'd see that people build little mini villages. That might be a good plot along those lines. Or castle. Yeah, I mean similar to what you did with your Cursed Forest one. But I mean, that was like, that would be like a quite an ambitious thing to be like, build a full village, you know. Yeah, I'm more in the line of like really grand castle, you know. To do. Did like how yeah, kind of like how you did one in the woods. Yeah. First forest one wasn't even that much like a village. Well, I mean, not like a village as such, but it was certainly like an open kind of, you know, separate buildings for separate things, you know. You'd like to try and really build something like that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yours kind of, maybe on a smaller scale, was kind of like village-like. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll have a go at that in the future, but I do just want to really build like, because that's the thing. The plots I've worked on have been okay. I've tried to find decent plots, but they've not been like the biggest plots with the most, you know, where you've got the most amount of space that you can just kind of do whatever you want. There's always been kind of restrictions on, you know, kind of restrictions on what I can do, what I can fit in. And even with that last one I built, it was, I liked it, but there was some things that I couldn't quite do due to the space. Can't do anything with that, but I could door. I don't want to put this floor all the way out of it. What I also want is this to be quite open. So maybe I'd this to be quite open so that I can like look out over the garden area. I don't really want to put too many walls up here, but I do need to kind of separate this from the actual castle. Maybe try and do that tomorrow. Stream it on your private server. Yeah. Change the settings to allow free building and such. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's what I've done here. I don't want to be combat. Yeah, I don't want it to kind of be. I don't want to spend my time trying to collect all the resources. I just want to build. So can I might want the garden a bit bigger as well, though. I've got this road. Maybe I could. This road. Problem is, you've got like the wide part here, and then it like tapers in, tapers in, tapers in. And, like you end up with a funny shape that you can't really do. You know, can't really do as much with. That goes one square. That one, because that's a. And also having immunity from the sun is pretty nice as well. Worry about sun coming up and interrupting your building. I could put the fences. I have to have a walk. I think should be. I don't like the thing of like walking out into a corner of something. I want to be like more or less the middle of the area. No, wind's kicking up outside. I guess I would have a wall across here as well. Or just... See, this is the thing I want. I want it to be like not so closed off. I have to put a... Where would I put the wall? I can maybe put the wall here and then just have pillars for this area above. So that when you come out here, it's a bit more open. Yeah, I think I'll put the here. Door there. But then you like come out, it's more of a balcony than up a couple. There. Yeah. That works out. But then how about this? That one's the window. Yeah. How do I... I need to put a wall up here. Close the cap off. Make it balcony. Guess I would need the door there. Visible foundation. Build a wall. Cross like that. So the castle thing would be all around the back. Down here. Out here. Across it. And across the... Yeah, I mean... So where's the... Maybe I'll just... Here. Give me then... Like... Outside area. Before you actually go into the castle. Which is kind of what I did on that other, that other one. Hey Sally, this is V Rising, which is like it's a vampire game where you, I don't know what you actually call it, what kind of thing it is, but I guess it's a vampire survival game where you have to like gather resources, build your castle, build better armor, better weapons and stuff, and go killing bosses. And each boss you kill, I can actually show you they're called V-Bloods, and each boss you kill gives you access to more things. So like Alpha the White Wolf, kill him, kill him, you get the wolf form, which is what I'm in now, because it's a bit faster travelling. You can jump over things, and then you have like if you do towards here, you get points for different spells you can get. You can build a tannery, which then means you can make leather, make a cloak, things like that. And you can each boss gives you extra stuff you can make, so you just kind of progress over time. Yeah, this is this is a DLC. Yeah, this version of the wolf is from a DLC. So you got the default form. I turn into it. It's just, this is the default wolf form. You've got vampire power, that's it. You've got the Stygian wolf form, which is this one. And again, like these are from DLCs, these extra ones. This is the Stygian one. Soul of the Wolf. White wolf with the sword on his back. And then you've got the one that I use, which is the Gilded Dark Wolf. Here's the purple one. Back in a V-Blood by accident, which I don't want. But yeah, so like what I've done here, Stella, is you can make your own server, is what this is. So there's nobody else playing on this server, and I can make the rules for it. So I've basically said that building costs no materials. And I'm immune to damage and things, so the sun doesn't damage me and stuff like that. I've just made this one so I can just build a castle without having to like go and gather it and all that lot. So yeah, I'm just kind of, and you can do it with like console codes as well. You can do stuff if you're the admin on the server. You can do console codes to give yourself things, you know, weapons and stuff. I've just done that at the minute, just so I can build a massive castle without having to go out and gather all of the resources and all that business. Yeah, like a creative mode, yeah. But like I say, I can invite people to this server. So people, because you can play in like a team of like up to, how many? I can't remember how many it is, Vin. Can you remember how many you can have in a team? The default is like 4, up to 4 people in a party. And so you can each have a castle yourselves. And being in a team means that you can go into each other's castles, like use each other's like equipment to build armor and stuff like that, and you share resources and things. So yeah, it's good for like playing as a team as well. You want the white one? I can't remember what the white one's from. Yeah, so I'm trying to just lay out a floor plan of how I want things at the minute. Which usually you wouldn't be able to do this, you know? Because you have to like, there's certain things you can't use until you've made the thing that lets you use it and all that kind of business. And also like the actual size of the castle, you have like a castle heart over here, which is like the first thing you can build. And as you can see, mine is at level 5, but you start at level 1, so you can only build a castle so big, and you have to like level up that castle heart to be able to build bigger stuff. And also it unlocks more stuff that you can build. So yeah, so like I'm set to level 5, which means I can just build away, you know, as big as I want. Much. Yeah, at the minute I'm like laying down a floor plan rather than having to do it bit by bit, you know. This I would have like as a entrance area. That's be here. Maybe just not the that would The thing is, I do like symmetry. So when these pots are oddly shaped, I hate it. That's off my OCD. I try to make things where they are symmetrical. I mean, maybe I could just use the gold. Go up here, build my way to. The one thing that's handy in this as well is you have to kind of build scaffolding, which is like you can't get over here because it puts you down on this level. You can only build on this level. So I have to come up here, build myself a like a walkway that comes all the way over here. So now I can build on this floor. Actually, no, I want invisible floor, don't I? Invisible floor there. I could go a level up. Build. Oh, that one. There as well. I can build onto pillars. I just want build these pillars for now. And let me stairs in here. Now I can go up another level. Build my scaffold. And here I can put door. Right. Yeah, and I can fall down. Maybe that there. There's the windows here. Those. I finished the off now. We've got a roof over it. Now, pillars here. have a kind of awning thing with it. I don't know, like, put that too high. Like symmetry, but you also like asymmetry. My default is symmetry though. I have to consciously make myself make things asymmetrical. Yeah. I mean, that's not hard in this game because it forces you to make things asymmetrical, but I do like, I mean, obviously it depends on what it is, but I do like symmetry a lot. Like an entranceway like this, I kind of want it to be symmetrical. And same as when you like this is kind of walking out, like looking over like a grand hall type thing. I do kind of want that to be symmetrical. Yeah, in some places like the asymmetry works better. Okay, so I've got to keep the stairs in because it won't let me take those out. Still have the floor there. Oh. Away. Use invisible. That's linked to that. Can't be. Back at me. And I don't think you'll be able to see upwards enough any. Be able to see there's no bottom on that. Can't be. God, because I've got walls on it. Is the ground so? That's too long, but breaking. But this is one of the annoying things as well. There we go. Why? I wanted. You know what I mean? That was weird. Just by putting one here, it didn't let me do it, even though there's there as well. Can get rid of those two. Can't bring it round. What? Not breaking part. There. Gonna start closing stuff, so maybe you can leave early. We'll be back in a little while. Okay. Appreciate you dropping by. Yeah, a bit of an impromptu stream. I just thought, you know what? May as well just go live and do it. This one. Nah. Thing is, I can't see the entrance way. Like the call it. Like the awning type thing.
the problem is, if I do it one lower, see where these, like here, the floor start here. And so when I walk up, like, would cut off my view from like here across. I got really close. Go and have a look what it would be like. Another thing with this is a lot of it is trial and error. Sometimes I have to test things out, see how they work, and then go back and change them. Bye. Zing. Now, as I approach, and see the old thing. Again, it blocks off the view of the front door then. Hey, Jesse. Yeah, that blocks off the view. I mean, there, but then it blocks it off there. And as I get closer, you'll see it again, but I don't know if I like them. Maybe if I change the wallpaper. What wallpaper can I use? Vampire Wolf, yeah. Yeah, wolf form's a bit faster at moving around, so when you're building, it's nice to be in wolf form. Be a White Castle. Don't like this blank wall here though. I would just put 3 windows on the. Aye. Could move this wall back to like this level. Then it would be a very like narrow awning. You know, I'm not going to worry about being able to see the things as you walk up. Have the higher level. There is a Batfall, which I haven't got access to at the minute because I've not gone and killed the boss that gets me Batfall. Yeah, you've got wolf form. You've also got rat form, which allows you to like go into tight spaces. It also is like makes you less noticeable to enemies. There's bear form,
which is good for like breaking down barricades and stuff. You've got toad form as well. And use to jump over things. Human form, which again is more of a disguised one. There's the spider form as well. Which you can bury yourself underneath. Yeah, wolf form is best for building. You just get around a lot faster. Okay, so let me get rid of these then, because I don't like that being near, so. Oh, that's cool. So here, I have a I like the design of these windows, but they're not very like bright. You don't really see them as well. Whereas you've got this window, actually like lights up by itself. And does Femme Fatale come out? Well, I mean, not quite the same, but human form, you've got this. You've got this one. Which I believe this is a thing from Castlevania. But Maria Reynard or something? I don't know, but then, you know, how about this pot. Yeah, okay, so we've got, that'll work. I can have there, I can have here, a doorway obviously there, window I put in. Coach. There's the awning, but you don't really see it from. But you will see it in Batfall line above. Well, this will do for now. Like I said, I'm just laying out the foundations first. Going into work, so you'll be in audio mode. Oh, fair enough. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I'm laying out the blueprint in a minute. Like, when it really starts to get good is when you start adding decorations and wallpapers and furniture and things like that. Oh, and especially lighting. Adding lighting just changes the whole thing dramatically. And you can do a lot of like cool things with lighting as well. The walls up. And these trees. Lighting is really good to play with in these builder games. Yeah, like I say, you can build your castle and get it like exactly how you want it, but then it doesn't look great until you start doing lighting. Then you're like, oh, okay, now I see the difference. Now it looks good. Floor. And like I say, even the castle walls at the minute, they're just default texture, but you've got wallpapers that you can change them all to, and again, those make a big difference as well. I'm going to put a foundation out here. I don't know if I want to use this as actual wall area or just have the castle like leveled off at that side. So it can either be a door to an outside area, maybe in the middle there, or I might just make the castle part of the castle as well. We'll see. But the game does a good job of capturing a gothic aesthetic without being too over the top. I mean, like I say, you can like, you've got the gothic thing, but you've also got like some really like, I mean, one of the DLCs is called the something opulence pack, and you've got like gold accenting stuff. Like if I change the wallpaper even, got different. So you got your default stone, got things like workshop walls, and you can see here how it changes like the whole look of the thing. Got the workshop wall there. You've got audio, 4 panels. It just Imperious, so you've got, that's for indoor. Can you add natural flooring back after paving over it and make like a courtyard garden? You can, like, you can build it's on the basic floor, and you've got, it's not on the basic floor. Natural flooring. Got exterior flooring, so you've got grass that you can build. So you can actually build grass. To put anything down, you need to build a floor. You can't just build it on like the natural floor that's already there. If you want grass, you can put grass down. You can also change the colour of the grass. Got different colours of grass. But the only thing is, it comes in these like square blocks. So you can't, you can't like make like shapes with it. It's just like these square blocks of grass. But the other thing you can do is make invisible foundation gardens, which if I put that down, the natural floor comes through. This is the natural floor. Right, so yeah, is the normal like looking floor, but you've got to build an invisible thing on it. I don't know if now, see if I can actually put decoration, garden. You've got hedges and things as well. Look, you can hedges and make things like that there. And you've got like you know, make lower the hedge down there and lower hedge there. Have archers and these kinds of things, you know. I mean, you can make like a hedge maze type thing. That's the hedge you've got. Also, you can add like pillars. It's basically like walls and pillars. And mix and match those. So you've got a pillar with a thing on the top there, you know. You've got ones with, you know, all this kind of stuff. So you can make an actual garden. Garden hedge sculptures. And so yeah, I can build things on like the natural floor in there. You can do all this stuff as well. But again, things are built on like tiles. So it is like with these, like the hedges, like I started there, and because I started there, it like you can see here when I come over here, it automatically links it to that other piece. And even here, like it links it there, it's in line with it, but can't, like you see how much I move, and now it's like on that line. If I get to a certain place, if I get close enough, you're like that's as close as I can get, and if I get any closer, it just locks it onto that. But if I come over here, you can see I can move it like slight increments. So you have to look at what you want it to line up with. So like, say I want it to line up with the edge of this here, I need to start here, you know. Because otherwise, if you do something else, you could end up coming along and you get to the thing and it goes to here or something. You're like, well, I don't want it to line up like that. But you're kind of trapped into it because it's like connecting to everything else. Then you have to like take things apart and go, right, this is where I want it to end up in line with. I'll put that down and then the next piece joins to that, you know, things like that. So you can be a bit finicky sometimes. It's the biggest one is like garden paths. There they are, and they do the same thing. Like I can move it anywhere here. Look, you can add how small the increment is of the path. If I put something down here because I'm doing something over here, when I get to here, I'm like, oh, that now doesn't line up with the door, and I can't make it line up with the door. That's as close as I can get. Look, and even that is off by a slight bit. Like if you see, that's not properly aligned with the door. And because I've got these pieces here, this piece here, I can't make it align with the door. So I have to like take out this piece, and I can put that and align it with the door perfectly. You'll see here when I try to join, it can either join here or here. It like, you know, it can't go in between. So you have to look, sometimes you have to look at where you want it to end up, and you start from that point and work your way backwards, you know. So yeah, I mean, you can do quite a lot with it, but it can be finicky at times. Yeah, there is. I mean, there's quite a lot you can do with it. Sometimes it can be annoying. I think part of it is they probably didn't think of some of this stuff when they were making the game. And I think now they can't go back and change some of the stuff because it's like the foundation of how building works in the game. So, but there was an announcement recently that they're not going to release any more like big major patches for the game. Like with new content, it's now just going to be like bug fixes, or you know, if there's any major issues come up. They are still supporting the game, but they're now kind of moving on to like their next game based on this world. So I assume it's going to be something like a V-Rising 2 type deal, and I assume they're going to like fix some of these things that they can't actually fix in this game because it's part of the base code, you know, of the way things work. But maintenance mode, I guess maintenance mode, I think it's a little like between maintenance mode and being a full like thing, because you know they are still kind of releasing stuff, but it's, you know, it's not, they're not making it like a major patch for it, you know, because basically one of the things they had, like this whole area wasn't in the original game. And I don't think this gloom rot was even part of the original game. Like this whole part of the map from here around here was like not part of the game originally, and they've like been major patches to like add these areas in. This area first, gloom rot, and then this area was more recent, like last year or something. So, but they're not going. Yeah, but they're not going to like add like major patches like this in it anymore, where they've got new areas with new enemies, new bosses, new furniture, new, you know what I mean? They're not doing that anymore, but they are still supporting the game, you know, because people are still playing it. And I think the new game is still like a couple of years off from actually being released. It's just like they're just letting you know they're working on it. They've got ideas for what they want to do, and doing the very early stages of planning the game, you know. But I think they just wanted to let people know that there aren't going to be any like major patches and, you know, things like that. It's just we're going to continue supporting the game, continue bug fixing and stuff like that. But yeah, they're kind of turning their attention towards the new game. See, this is where you need scaffolding, 'cause I'm trying to build now further away and I can barely see. Like what's like in this corner, I can't reach any further with my cursor. So that's where I need these kind of scaffolding thing. Reach out for what? What you tapping me for? What? Yeah, dear. Okay. So, Kitty's come along. Don't dig attention. Don't put your claws in my legs. thing with this as well is to get a roof on your castle, you need to like enclose the walls all the way around. I'll show you. I'll go up here. If I build wall here, here, there's no roof on it. As soon as I like close this up, it puts the roof on it. Now it's now a building, it's no longer just the walls. You're doing these things where you're kind of trying to plan like open plan things in big areas. You've got to find a way to enclose things with walls. I can change this to a door, get in and out. Yeah, having it enclosed means it's now got a roof and it's actually a building. Take this door away, it's now just walls with no roof. One of the tricky things is when you have, like one of the things I like to do, because I want things to be open and spacious, is I kind of have a floor that doesn't have any flooring on it. So if I build on the floor above, you can see this is how it is. And when I come over here, you can see the floor there above. But you can't see what's over there because the floor above is blocking it. But I like to have these kind of things where I have an open area you can see to the floor below. Then you have to put these like invisible flooring down. You have to basically make a whole level where there's no floor there, but you have to put the walls on, you know, around the edges. Yeah, the roof system can be limiting. Like I say, it's all about trying to find how to work around limitations got. But if I do this now, I'm enclosing this second floor. There you go. So now I've enclosed that second floor. The whole thing has got a roof on it. At least that section, you can see the roof there around the top. I could have closed that section off. Anything that's enclosed with walls has got a roof on. And this. So I want this to be some kind of a, no, not to the bottom. That to be some kind of like a balcony where I can come out and look over the garden. I don't want this roof to be too like, see here, like you start to see parts of the floor above. Trying to make it so it's not in my view of. I put invisible there to See, this is another thing, is these spiders. Okay, we're back. Did I make in time or not? Don't know. Maybe not. What cat? Yeah, I don't know if I made it back in time or not. For it to be the same. Yep, PC strikes again. God damn it. And this thing hasn't even happened for a while, so like, I don't know. Where were we? Rising. Yeah, everything looks okay now. Why isn't it kicked? Okay. Okay, I think everything is back. Um, if OBS decides to actually, there we go, show the game. Oh, is it back to before? That was. I'll put those up. Okay. Yeah, so now got an open area here. just wondering if it might be better to have kind of rotate this and have these stairs going up here. Use this because it's obviously a lot longer, a lot wider than it is long. So it might be better to have, that's the limit of it. I could have stairs like here. And I won't have to deal with this ramp shit then as well. No problem with the ramp thing not being able to be used. But look. Can't help. This is another thing, is like, I was saying about symmetry, is like you can't, you've got a double wide stairs here, but it can only go like this way or this way, so one side is always not going to have a, you know, the amount of space. Single stairs, you can have it like in the center and have like 2 squares this side, then 2 squares this side. When it comes to the double stairs, it's like it always has to be like offset by 1. So I just make this is do with that, it's going to be kind of similar to what I already made. And what I'm not happy with is this, you've only got like 3 squares worth of space between here. Aaron. Yeah, I've only got 3 squares worth of space between the foot of the stairs and the front door. So I could pull this whole thing forward by 1. Have this be the entranceway, just 1 square. I hate this offset stairs thing. That bothers me as well. Coming down the stairs here and the door is like offset. I suppose I could. But I mean, problem is if I do this, it's not going to limit my limit what actual things I can use for it. I got this, that. That's pretty much it. You know, why don't you have the other designs in a wide thing, you know? Hmm. I guess the other way is to do something different with the stairs. Kind of. I mean, this is kind of the way I did it before, where I had that like that, on this, same on the other side. Walkway. Can't put that there because the fucking ramp's there. Can't put that there because of the ramp. Maybe. Can't do it. Yeah. Wait, can I? That. Do. Down. Oh. Can't break past the ground. What do you mean? Round. Oh, up there? Castle wall. Maybe something like this. Is this castle AD accessible? Hmm. Not at the moment, but it's also not finished, so. Maybe something like that with this. Yeah, you can't go sending the inspectors in yet. I've not actually finished building it. Let me put up. Oh, great. Now I've got a roof. I've got a roof hanging over the fucking stairs. But then again, I mean, no. Visible floor center. Maybe something like that. right one. Window. Shower door there. I'll put that there for now. If I have that there, do I want... That's got to stay there because I can't do anything with it because there's a ramp there. But do I then do the same this side? How to move it? Right. Maybe that's the... Okay. Like, how many... That. Behind still. One square banners then a wall, okay. Then maybe I do... Oh yeah, that should go, okay. The... Got that. No, actually, I'll leave that as it is. guess I'll build more floor over here. And then got at least like a balcony thing that overlooks the main area. Can't build anything on here. There's here. Where do I go to the next level? Balcony. Just make it go up. This one. Come down. That is now joined to these. Going out. Both of these. What? That one away because that's breaking the down. I go around. I can. It's the problem with the roof again. It's like I would like this bit of kind of steepled roof to be all the way along here, but can't do it because there's ground. Like you need to put floor tiles down or inside this here. And I can't break the path to those, so I can't get rid of this. Then, I mean, that's okay, so I guess that's okay. And I'll put... I've got a third floor now. I guess I'll just cover that up. Yeah, I do like the idea of like each level up being like slightly smaller so that you can get these like these roof elements here. Like it goes up, there's a roof and then there's a wall, rather than it being like, if you look here, this side, the wall just goes straight up, you know. I don't want it to just be like, you know, a block. I want to kind of taper it in a bit at certain areas so that I get these like these rooftops. I think they just make the design a bit better. I could probably just here. Now I've got this kind of small roof that goes all the way across. And I guess going in there. Die. Kind of wanted to avoid putting these like pillars underneath those two things there. I think from the bottom, like having pillars here would close off a lot of the view. But I guess if I have that open, I would need to put pillars there, otherwise it looks a bit can look a bit silly. It's not supported anyway. I don't know. Maybe if I change the wallpaper, it won't look so bad. Having those pillars unsupported, because you've got support around anyway, around the edges. Maybe you don't need it. And another thing would be if I just put complete flooring around here. Have this as a room itself. Door. And that's got a rooftop as well. Guess let me. Should I bring it in? I bring that in, and then I can have a roof. Yeah, I can. Oh, I guess I would have to. That. And then I've got this roof that comes all the way around. Guess I can just open this up, can't I? Okay, I've got 4. Yeah, you see now, you can see where it's got like roofing kind of comes in and makes it so it's just not a square block. Got some kind of shape and stuff to it, you know. That comes in here, and then you've got the roof above that also does that. Yeah, I do want to figure out where I'm going to put the stairs then. I've got the floor above. These have got to stay there. I can't just if that one, kind of that one. Huh? Change that to match. That's got no. That's weird. Why is it showing me the floor above of that one, not of here? Have I got to? There we go, I guess, because there's no floor below, so it puts no. Whatever. Got my balcony thing here. Stairs come up this side, stairs come up this side. Have them like no. Make this area here kind of do. I have to move a lot of this stuff around so I can organise that. I'll take these out. coming. Your garden area over there. You want to change these stairs though for could make a bit more of an outside there. Edge of the area. Need to sort something out with this. I mean, this could all just be open. I don't think I'm going to keep those stairs there anyway, so yeah. I've got a lot built today. Worked some things out. And I've got raid in an hour, so I think I might end things there. But it's certainly taking shape now anyway. So we've certainly got lots of floor space for rooms and such. So I need to work out where I want to put these stairs for the access to the third floor. I feel like it's going to be somewhere around here. Maybe I could... Again, doing the double stairs is odd because it's the one side or the other. Unless I kind of like come in here, do it. Well, you'd come in up here, wouldn't you? Come in here, do a turn and do like a double stairs up this way. Next floor. Could work. Do something like here. That again. I don't want to over here. Okay with that. Those now. Yeah, I mean that could work. Maybe here, maybe I'll have to move it one way over here a bit. Should make a bit more of a corridor, but more room here. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that goes another time, but yeah. I think for now then I'm going to end the stream here. For a bit of a break before I have to raid. Yeah, I will be back soon, I guess.
He came like thunder on a Sunday morn, Bible in one hand, a sin in the other one. Said I look like mercy, dressed in lace, but I saw